So yesterday we presented the business case for Stichting IDO, which was quite challenging because they actually wanted a complete CRM system that didn't only have features on the desktop but even on mobile devices. So what we did is we went through the business flow that they usually treat or counsel their clients with, and every item we have looked into the processes and had a look at what technology would be most appropriate to use there.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, my fault.
So in the first pillar, we saw that a lot of focus was on data entry. That's where we used Riverfall. Thank you.
Ja, volgende. Ja, thanks.
The next pillar was about direct service. It was mainly about letter creation and sending notes to debtors to ask them for a bit of delay in payments and stuff. Then we had the third column, which was about indirect services and about making plans and forecasts on whether people would make their budget. Then we came to the point where one of the volunteers is actually seeing his clients, and that's where the mobile devices came in. And finally, all the comparing of budgets against the actuals is done with BI on demand.
Okay. So I will start off showing a little bit about what we did with River. So basically River was the source for our data store. We thought a bit more about which data to capture. We thought a bit about the data model to design. And what we ended up with is the client data, obviously. And that client data we would continuously enrich by adding the data. Oh, just a second. This one? Yeah. By entering the data indicated here in the tabs above. So it would start off with some personal data, some financial data regarding the client. And then here you would have the option to add data regarding debts to certain companies that the client has. So for example, we created the button here. And, oh, that's the wrong button. Apple. Okay. So you would get a pop-up. You would be able to select the schuldeisen, add some more data, like for example the amount of the debt, the year, etc., etc. So that's what we did to start off with in River. Next.
Now, in order for the client to receive letters regarding debts, we used mail merging functionality. In this debt view, I would select data for the letters. Currently, as of yet, we couldn't find a way to select a single item. So I would search for instance, this reference number. Export data.
Yeah, no data.
I have no data.
Advanced search gebruiken, weet je nog?
Ah. My bad.
Nee, die werkt niet. Alleen die advanced search functie werkt in deze tool.
Alleen advanced search werkt.
Ken je uit?
Ja.
Documents, you document. Show them document.
I'll show you a document.
We did it, we did it.
When the data is exported, generates a CSV file, and for instance,
What kind of sound was this?
sorry, something went wrong.
With Word.
With Word. Oh, there it is.
Okay,
without the data, but the fields are merged.
Next. Oh.
Moet die ook nog aan?
Doe maar even dingen dan. Moest maar even, ja.
I hope I kill the time, just as my colleague will continue setting up. We also used another mobile device, like the on-device strategy, and that's Explorer, BI on demand. I will show this to Julie, of course, but also the audience. You can send me your email, so you can get a link to analyze yourself. This is data produced by River, pushed to on demand, and with this you can do your analysis. Those analysis you can discuss with your partners, with your external companies or your internal departments. You can do your selections, you can filter, and you can push this to Streamwork. Streamwork, the collaboration platform, and that's where you can discuss all the analysis and the figures herein. Yeah? That's just a quick interruption.
Yeah. So, can I add something here? So
10 seconds.
the source of the data, was coming from River. So what we did is use some JavaScript in this case to push the data to BI on demand, and BI on demand is basically what is shown here, what's displayed. And we understood from Jürgen that in the next releases it will be enabled by REST, that integration between River and BI on demand.
That's it.
No, 10 seconds.
10 seconds. What we also did is connect Flix with the REST interface of River. From there you can search for client data and get it right away at the client's house or whatever. Do with it. I guess my time is up, so
Yes.
yeah, it's already on. So
Okay, thank you guys.
okay. Thank you.
First, some feedback on presentation skills and basic handling. I think that shows your commitment. You were just tired.
Thanks.
The application to me looks pretty round. When you presented the business case yesterday, I was scared about all the bullet points on the screen, and I don't think you achieved all of them. But it looks like a real application to me. So I'm actually once again impressed on what you can do within 24 hours without prior knowledge of most of the tools you're using. So, way to go.
Thank you.
It's amazing how you combined all the different technologies. I have one question. Were you able to solve the security problem? That people cannot see all the depths of all the people?
I can honestly say that was not it was not part of this scope. That was the key of what we wanted to accomplish here. So what we tried to accomplish was to show an end-to-end process which could support the business case for our charity.
Authorization has to be
always the best
implemented.
solution. If you can't solve it, just put it out of scope.
Kannst du ruhig Zeit nehmen, ne? Kannst du ruhig Zeit nehmen, Feedback.
Yeah, very, as already said, very complete application with lots of functionalities. Very nice integration between River, BI on demand, into Streamwork, mobility. So I saw lots of integration on that level. I think the biggest challenge is the integration from Windows and Apple, because people have to understand that mouse buttons in Apple is something different than Windows. So needs instruction. Yeah. Thanks.
Okay, thank you guys. Great job.
Okay, this was the closest to an enterprise app of all the apps. This was really a financial use case. I love to see a lot of integration. We've seen River, we've seen BI on demand. We did not see the word integration. Well, that happens within 6 minutes, but I trust you. And we nearly saw an alternative UI on top of it, and I actually saw it before. So I like what I've seen, not for the visuals, but for the complete functional completeness. I once again give an 8.
The combination of all the different solutions for the process steps was impressive, and like Jürgen, I believe you on your blue eyes that the letter creation and so on, and the pushing of data to Streamwork, that it works. But the integration, the whole process flow was very good. And for me that means a 9.
Yeah, lots already have been said. I think this was also a very smart team, because the other teams were really struggling around with integrating SAP and River, and you actually push data from River into BI on demand, and from there on you already had for free e-access from Streamwork on the iPad. So I think that's a very smart from BI on demand on the iPad. So that's a very smart idea. So there, again, it's proof there are more ways that lead to Rome. And I give this team also an 8.